What's up, people? You're back with the Prince. I didn't hit you off with a video on Friday nor yesterday. Prince has been a busy Prince. Been up to Dust on the weekend playing the Sky Mini Max. Very interesting first hand, where for all of you that play the 6 Max know how aggressive it is. I managed to get the Sky Professional Julian Thew all in with pocket queens on an 8-eye board, and he calls me off with a flush draw and binks it like the professional he is on the river. Very well played. So I fire a second bullet. A very tilting thing about poker tournaments is when someone knocks you out and they still manage to beat you to the bar. Unbelievable, but yeah, his results speak for themselves. Maybe watching these videos, Julian, a few training videos like this will help you out for the future, but you keep doing your thing. It seems to be working for you. Yeah, so needless to say, the Prince had a second bullet, qualified with an over average stack. However, they had 2 bubbles at Dusk Till Dawn, which killed me, absolutely murdered me the weekend. 2 bubbles, one for the money, and then they had 50 grand worth of seats, so they had another bubble. This fucks the tournament dynamic. It kills you. Basically, as soon as they announced the second bubble, I just bent over the table and lubed my ass up, because that's exactly what happened to me. People just aimed for penetration. And to be fair, it was a good job I lubed my ass up, because most of them were just would have put it in dry. It fucked me totally. 2 tournament bubbles. It means by the time I could just about trying to recover from the last bubble for the money, which there was a bubble at 61 players. Very funnily, a guy turns up at 20 to 2 because he wanted to get there 20 minutes early, not realising the tournament started at 12. By the time he turned up, he only had 2,000 chips left, and the ante was 1,000. Needless to say, he bubbled. So yeah, and by the time I recovered from the first bubble, I have this guy who's just raising every hand, very aggressive, played it very well actually, apart from one hand against Tommy Bingham where he calls off a shove to Tommy 3 bets in pre. He calls the re-raise. Tommy open shoves the board with 3 spades on it, 9-9. The guy tanks for about 5 minutes, and a good 5 minutes, and calls it off. He calls it off with Jack-9, with no spade in his hand. Merry Christmas, Tommy, who's got pocket queens. So, yeah, some interesting play. Yeah, there we go. A lot of fans of the show, and this is a show. This is a show, it's a series, a mini-series maybe? No. It's just definitely a series. A lot of fans of the show coming up to the Prince on the weekend. Always nice to do them. Big Leon wanted me to sign a couple of autographs for him and his kids. No problem, I've done that for him. See my old mate Chewy Fox up there. Stewie, obviously another great fan of the show. I think he came 11th in the tournament. Must have been unlucky because a player of his quality, stature, comes up to me. Will, I've been bubbling tournament after tournament. Started watching your training videos. Now he's starting to cash. That's what I'm here for, Stu. And listen, a lot of people coming up to the Prince offering to buy me beer and all sorts the weekend. Listen, your thanks is enough. I don't need gifts. Everyone, when I get all your emails and stuff, that's enough for me. So yeah, there we go. Right, well I'm off. That'll be it for today. I know the Goliath's going on, a lot of people there. I managed to bump into the poker doctor himself at the Goliath yesterday. At the tables? No, not at the tables. Again, at the cash desk. In fairness, he had played a whole hand before he was at the cash desk, but there we go. So yeah, that's it from me. I'm out. Cheerio, Chloe.